All right, good morning, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Predator, how's it going? See kind of what we got. I don't even have the news pulled up. Obviously, we had CPI earlier. You still see the high and the low. Neither have been ran yet. See if we have anything else. 10:30 crude oil. Crude oil, Cleveland CPI month over month at 11, 1 star. Thomson Reuters, yeah, basically nothing. Basically nothing. Good morning, Alyssa, Tamimi. So basically nothing there. Gotta sneeze, hold on. All right, whew. A little sneeze. How's it going, Market Frog? Jan, how's it going? Let's take a look at Mancini's information. Let's see, I think he just tweeted. Pretty much 14, I think he's saying is support. 38.42 continues to be support, 14 below. We get below 14, we sell. Above 38.42, we push to 73.95 or 55.10. I got those levels marked out. We got those levels marked out. So I'd like to see one of these sides ran, to be honest. I mean, we're leaning obviously towards the this wick up here to be run first. I mean, so like I would like for it to hold off before into open and maybe get some sort of Judas swing to the downside with an inversion. That would be nice. It's kind of what I'm thinking, what I'm leaning towards. We'll see if that happens. Black Beauty, how's it going? Radu, how's it going? Team Tiger, good morning. So we're just trying to see here if we get a setup at open. Looking for a 10 points-ish. 10 points-ish. Let's see what happens. Today is the last day, guys. I don't normally mention these things early on, but today is the last day, I think, for the Bulenox 83%. Looks like they're going to go to a 75% off going forward. And also the last day, I think, for APEX, 80% off, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what happens. I'd like to see this 163 area not be ran before open. That would be ideal. And just get a little deeper of a pullback, maybe a VWAP bounce, something. Something to give us some sort of entry to head towards this direction. Not really anything here that tells us that we're going to come back and take this wick out just now. So I'm not really looking for that to happen. I guess technically if you look in a higher time frame, this wick does sit in a fair value gap on the higher time frame. I don't have it marked out, but it's there. So we'll kind of see what we get. Good morning, Clarity. Dennis, good morning. I don't know if I told Dennis. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for. Some sort of pullback and then long setup into open. And we'll try to take it there, see if we can't get our 10 points, go from there. See if we can't find our 10 points for the day. 10 points. Nothing crazy. Just 10 points. I did full send an eval at CPI. And it's still in the position. It's still long, but it's obviously in admin. For whatever reason, it won't let me close it. See, it won't let me close it. It's a Bulenox account, and it's in admin, so I'm guessing that's why it won't close. But I guess I probably could disconnect and reconnect. Maybe it would go away, but not that big a deal. Not that big a deal, I guess. So I do need to make sure the copy trader is on. Copy trader is on. Probably not going to link the other accounts. Like I said, I think I'm going to wait on those. Good morning, Eric. You know, somebody bought 5 fast track accounts using my link yesterday. I did get credit for that, so whoever that was, thank you. I don't know if anyone else used the link or not. So I got credit for one of them. For one sale there, so maybe that's a positive sign. We'll see. Lost 2 evals trading the CPI, Eric. Yeah. I mean, like, I really didn't care. I didn't need those. I didn't need it at all, but I just figured, hey, it's CPI, why not? Why not? So ES also has never ran the high or the low of the CPI. So we're just kind of chopping around. We'll see. See what happens at open. Maybe we get a little Judas swing to the downside with a push back up, and we'll go from there. I don't, Josh. I use my regular account. This is how I have the copy trader set up. So I just use my Bulenox funded, and then it follows the three Apex, and then 3 fast tracks, and then 3 more Apex. So that's how we do it. Yeah, CPI was a little bit mild. Excuse me, goodness. So we got about 6 minutes here until open. We'll see what happens at open. But no real news for the rest of the day. No real news for the rest of the day. We got data wicks on both sides, so kind of tough to know. I mean, obviously we're trending towards the high, so expecting that one to be ran first, but I would like an opportunity to take a trade into the high, but there's just nothing here that we could take so far. Maverick said, oh, yes, there is something to take. What up, Robert? Yeah, it's going good. Just looking for our 10 points and move on. What's up, Janelle? See if we can't find our 10 points. Let me put my 60 tick stop in. Let's put that in. Let's just check the copy trader. All right. Yep. Appears to be working. Sorry about this stuff over here, guys. I've canceled all that once. I don't know why it's popping up again. I mean, everything looks like it's off. I don't like how this thing's moving already. This thing's like it's wanting to take that high already. Man, I wanted it to wait. Come on. Come on. Don't run already. Wait. I want this thing to wait. Can't just jump in. So a little annoying there. Yeah, Jen, it knows what we want. It knows. It's like, let's just wreck it before the open. So we'll see. I like to kind of stay in this range, pull back, test the VWAP, something like that at open. It's really, really what I want. Excuse me. I'm going to move some stuff around here. I got to be able to see. All right. All right, 3 minutes. We'll see what happens. Edward, we'll see what the market gives us. Is it going to give us what we need? Is it not? I don't know. We'll find out. I do like this. Pull back. Get down here somewhere. Let's open up. Let's bounce off that VWAP and rip. Let's do it. I'd like to just wait. That way we can get a setup to those highs there. What up, volatility? What up? So we'll kind of see what happens here at open. But that's the idea. That's the idea that we have. All right, here we go. 2 minutes till open. Now we're pulling back. So I don't know. We'll see. Again, I'm not going to, I'll be paying very close attention to the, very close attention to what happens here at open. So I'll be ignoring you guys for a few minutes there probably. And seeing what we get. Right now, kind of like to look at the 2 minutes. Let's look at the 30-second. So I left that 1 minute open there. Let's see if it holds, if it creates a gap here and leaves it. Yeah, Jan, we did. This looks all right. It's kind of what we wanted. See if this closes up here. Looks like it will. Problem is going to be at open, this is going to be very volatile, and you're not going to get a clean close here. So you're going to have to just jump in on momentum if you're going to do it. And jumping in right at open, man, that's, whoo. Scary. All right, here we go. First 30-second. Come on. All right, I'm in. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, easy as it gets. 1 minute and 5 seconds into the day. Let's go. 1 minute and 5 seconds into the day. Your Apex payout just got approved. Let's go. How's it going, Barack? Guys, look at that. That trade, I mean, we called that out perfectly. We executed it. We waited right for the close, and then we smashed it. So now $200 there. Should be, I'm not trading the other 12 accounts yet. I'm going to wait till I get home of those. The other 12 fast tracks. But there's $200 on each of those. Now up 1,100 on one, 2,100 on, or 1,100 on the other. And then we get this one back. Oh, this one's $80 from being back to break even after being down almost $1,000 on it. And then PAs from Apex. We did copy all of these, so these should all have $200. Look how fast that was, guys. I mean, it's kind of scary to take that there, but we're in the money right away. And I was already moving my stop up to break even because we were up 7-8 points immediately. And, you know. So he's traded all of those. Sorry, I'm having to scroll through here. I try to show you guys all the P&Ls there. So $200 times 11 accounts, $2,100 or whatever that is, $2,200. Let's go. Just right out of the gate. Boom. That's how we do it. Now, the question will be, is the market going to come back down to these data lows now? 19,000. That is interesting. I just noticed that. Look at that. This thing bounced off 19,000 to the tick. Like, to the tick, it bounced off 19K. That's insane, isn't it? You could potentially take this short here. It would trigger on the 1 minute. We didn't really displace above this high here. Let's kind of see what happens here. So I'm watching this gap here now. If it closes below, then I think this decent possibility we make it back to the VWAP. And you could ultimately target the data low down there at 19,000. So we do have an SMT here. So yes, did not take out the data high there. This could still push up. So I would be careful. Yep. Unfortunately, it hit the internal before it closed. So but the fact that the ES did not take out the data high kind of leads me to believe the ES goes back up there and takes that out. But does it have to? We don't really know, right? We don't know. Can you recap the entry because you thought the candle went past the internal liquidity? Yeah, sure, of course. So here is... So you would have to go back to the lower time frame, right? I took this on momentum. Right here. So did I wait for the close? No, I did not. But I entered price. It went, the internal's here. This is your internal. It pushed up to here, which was this wick, which is not your internal, and it pulled back. And then once it pulled back, I waited. There was about 8 seconds from close, and with about 8 seconds to close, I entered, knowing that the momentum there should carry us through that high. So it looks like this thing wants that 19,000 level. Sometimes, Frank, you just have to have conviction that you know the price is going somewhere. So, like, I felt like price was going to run this high. So as soon as I get that set up, even though I didn't wait for the close, I took it on momentum, which is, you can only do that with experience. And you guys have seen me take stuff on momentum before, and it burned me. So it's one of those things. It's just an experience thing. It's just an experience thing there. That's all that is. If you're trading it mechanical and you're waiting for it to be a specific setup, then you probably aren't taking that, right? But just with I just know I have high conviction that this is going to there, and it should go quickly, which, you know, what happens at open, right? Very, very difficult to trade that open like that, but just because you got to just kind of just got to pucker up and take it. That's what we did. Worked out in our favor. Worked out in our favor today. ES kind of retested the 55 there, bouncing back up to the 63. Again, I feel like the ES probably wants to take out that data high up there at the 73s, 74 area first before it moves down. Or if it even moves down. I'm not so sure it moves down, to be honest. But ES did pull back here looking, it pulled back into OTE of this price leg. And so, decent spot to think that the ES would push higher. We'll see. Now, would I take any long setup out of this? I don't think I would, because we've already hit the data high. So to me, there's nothing to the upside on the Nasdaq. Now, could it go higher? For sure. But I'm just saying, in terms of levels that I'm watching, are there equal highs or anything like that above there? I don't think there is. Yeah, I mean, your next swing is way up there, 600 points up. I mean, it looks like you do have a swing here. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong. Look at that. So you do have equal highs right here that rest inside a fair value gap. And that is a good liquidity pool there. 236. So if they're at 236. So we do have a draw higher here, potentially. 236 looks, that's equal highs there on the 15-minute, sitting inside a fair value gap. So potentially that could go there. How's it going, Robert? So you could potentially still take a long here if you wanted to. I think it's not, I mean, it seems like it should work, but stops a little wide. How far back did we pull? Yeah, I guess we did hit equilibrium there. All right. Yeah, it may not be a bad area to take a long out of. Kind of see what happens. We'll see what happens here. ES kind of holding up there at the 46. It pushed back up into that fair value gap there, kind of holding. See what happens here at the VWAP. Both the ES and the Nasdaq at the VWAP currently. Let's see which one wins. Who wins? So ES kind of pushing back, trying to test the VWAP there. See if it gets below. What up, Wayne? Yeah, we're just doing this 1 hour a day, Wayne. I'm not really even paying attention to the charts. I'll glance at them occasionally if they're pulled up, and I walk back into the house. But overall, we're just enjoying the vacation. It rained a good portion yesterday. Oh, look at this, guys. Oh, I thought those were equal. They're not. Thought that was like triple equal highs there, but they're not. They're close, but they're not. Sorry about all the noise in the kitchen over there. All the noise over there in the kitchen. Stuart's over there trying to wash dishes. Sutard over there trying to wash the dishes. What up, Motivation? You the man. All right, Mancini just tweeted, choppy post-CPI reaction in ES. 72 was first target today. We hit. Dipped 54.50, now chopping. Do not overtrade. You're going to get chopped up. So there he goes, guys. I mean, it's kind of a no news CPI day. You know, don't do anything crazy. All right, ES losing the VWAP here, Nasdaq as well. What up, Joaquin? How you doing? Everything's good? All right, I like the momentum here. It looks like it might want to go towards the lows. I would kind of, if you're short here, then I would be watching the ES to see if the ES runs that data low first. It seems like it probably will. And then from there, make a decision. Because it would be a pretty strong, you might get an SMT off this area if the ES runs this and Nasdaq doesn't. Stuart. This guy. All right, I had to yell at Stuart and tell him to stop that shit over there washing the dishes. Apologize for your headphones over there or your speakers. Stuart said, you can't hear that shit. I said, oh, you can definitely hear it. Look at this momentum below the VWAP here. 60 points off this low. Let's see if we can get there. ES is already down to the 53s. You got the data low at 48 on the ES there. So I would just be careful. If ES sweeps that data low first, I would be careful if you're looking for the data low here at 19,000. Because the fact that we got a bearish SMT there with the ES, we could set up a bullish SMT here with the Nasdaq. Same sort of thing, right? This might not be a horrible spot to short off this wick. It's kind of middle of the range, though. I don't know if I love it. Looks like it already... Yeah, it already paid. 4.5 points of drawdown off that wick. So I think we might get something like this. Maybe we don't quite run the data lows. Let's see. I mean, chances are we might, but the ES is approaching the data low now. Let's see kind of what happens. We're going to need the elevator down here if we're going to get to that area. It's going to be a little elevator here. Not really anything for me to get in here. Of course, I've already taken my 10 points. So I'm just watching price with you guys. I mean, I guess you maybe could have shorted this area here, but I don't know how much sense that kind of makes. So ES down to the 52 here, 53 area. Let's see if it wants to push down into that 48. sitting on a little bit of a stool here. This thing's not very comfortable. So ES back holding up there at the 54. I mean, like, if you get something obvious here, you know, maybe we get a little pushback up into this area and then get some sort of an inversion out of that to go to the data lows. That might make a lot more sense. Let's see if that happens. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe go to the 30-second chart. Yeah. So let's kind of see here. You want to see a decent push up. Now, the only problem with this is, when I tell you guys this, I talk to you guys about the premium and the discount. We're going to be, we're not in premium right here. So you won't be shorting in, you'll be shorting into discount unless we get a decent pushback up. Just kind of measure this leg here. If we can at least push into that 87, 88 area, then I think a short out of this area would be fine. So let's see if it can at least hit equilibrium and then give us some sort of opportunity to get in short. If it doesn't, then if it doesn't hit equilibrium, it's kind of like, you know, it's not going to be as high a probability. So see if it can at least hit equilibrium of this leg here. So you kind of want to see a push up. You want to see it kind of test that 90 area, maybe even the 97. Right now we only have a 30-second that has 2 gaps in it. So if you're curious as to what we're watching, right now we're watching this on the 30-second chart, but we could have a 1-minute opportunity that might trump this, so we'll see. So there's equilibrium. So it just tapped it. I'm going to move back over to the 1 minute here to take a peek. All right, so there's nothing on the 1 minute. So we're going to have to use the 30-second chart. So let's see what happens. All right, there we go. That's better. ES at the VWAP here, so I'd expect this to kind of turn around a little bit here. Looks much better. I'm going to look at the 1 minute now, see if we get a 1 minute gap up here. See if this gap can stay open. It's not very big or obvious. So we are delivering from a gap there. All right, so this is what I would be looking at here for this setup. Want to see us hold this area. We'll hold this 1 minute and then inverse down here on this one. You got relative equal lows below, 11 points, 12 points. So it's still a 1-to-1 here on this to me. Yeah, it is kind of an early idiot box, Caleb. It's not really what I would consider an idiot box yet. If we get a momentum candle above this, I would expect that we maybe push up a little more, but because we got a lot of wicks kind of up here, but not. It's not. They're not equal, I don't think. Don't look that. Well, maybe they are. I don't know. So this is what I would like to see. If you see a death candle like this and we get a close below, that's going to be your entry short and target the 19,000 level. Stop to break even and scale at the low of day here at the 42 once this closes below. I'd probably be, I don't know, this is a tricky spot. That's a nice momentum candle, right? So if you want to follow the rules, you wait for it to close below. Kind of a dirty close here, though, on that candle. So now you want to see it kind of hold this gap. You want to see it hold this gap and push lower. You could short off this gap. That's not my model. Because obviously, like, we don't really know 100% which way it's going to go, right? If this thing closes back above here, then you would expect this wick to be ran. You have to kind of be open to both directions on these inverses. But I still think it's a lower push, but that's just me. I could be wrong, as always. So maybe we can put in a 30-second OB here on the close, because this will be an order block. And then we should get decent momentum right through the low there. So it looks like you might get an entry here. Like that we held this gap that we just created. Still no close below. Tricky spot here. I mean, I expect it to move lower. That's my expectation. But I also don't like taking the second or third short entry sometimes. So I'd be in now. I would be in now. Oof, that might rip me. See, that's one of those spots where I would have thought, I probably would have already went in. Still no close below technically though, but I think you get it. I think it should go here. All right, so that would be your scale and your break even. So if you got in kind of where I was talking at, like right there, and then you're going to target the data lows at 19K. So you should have scaled there for about 10 points. And your stop should really be at break even. Unless you have high conviction this is going to go here. Obviously, I move my stop, but you don't have to. It's up to you. I would watch the ES here. If it runs the 48 first, then I might consider covering. You want to see this just continue lower here. You don't really want to see it come back and retest this. If it does, it's just bad price action, right? Watching the ES here, 54. ES still has not ran that low that Nasdaq just ran. So below that low on the ES, we should get the elevator here a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if we can get the elevator. If the ES can just get below that 53, 52 level there. But at this point, you've already scaled for 10 points and your stops at break even should be. So even if it comes back up, do you really care? You don't really care, do you? What up, Andy? So I would have been stopped to break even on my runner there if I had a runner. Like I said, you don't have to move your stop to break even there if you didn't want to. I mean, I think high probability that 19K gets hit as long as ES does not run the 48 first. But, you know, based on the rules, I think, based on the rules, you might not even be in this trade. But based on the way I look at these IFEGs, I would have taken that. I would have been in on momentum right there when it pushed below. And then I would have been like, crap, when it pushed back up a few points. It would have scared me. I would have been a little scared. Just a little scary. Picked the wrong direction on full send on CPI. Oh, goodness. Well, that CPI was a... what's the right word for that? That CPI was not very nice. It was not very nice. It wicked like 70 points down and then like 100 points up. Very, very dirty CPI. Tim, no, they don't. They have 83%, which ends today. They're going to 75% after today. I don't know if they'll change that. That's just what I see on the dashboard already. So they're going to 75% beyond today. I think that Apex's sell ends today as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look. I'm pretty sure that it said, yeah, it ends today as well, 80% off. And I have no idea what Apex will do. No idea. So currently 80% off Apex will end today. 83% off Bulenox will end today. So, and see, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you have conviction we're going here, then you don't have to put your stop to break even there. But I probably would have. I don't know, though. These data wicks like to get ran. They really do. And ES still has not ran the low. That tells me this is probably going to get taken. If this does not get taken, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if we don't take out the 19,000. So, dun, 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 dun. What up, Chow? 16 accounts? You got 16, Chow? Let's go. Should get a little elevator move down. ES just made a new low. You want to see it just pierce right through there. You don't want to see this thing stall at this point. You want to just see it go. Got about 3 minutes left, well, 4 minutes left before the top of the hour. You want to see this hit really before the top of the hour here. So we'll get that push lower here right into the 19K. Want to just see just a little wick right through there. Boom. Just a little wick. A little momentum. ES down to the 52. I think we're going higher after this, guys. I think we're going higher after this hits. And the only reason I'm saying that is because ES left that data wick in up there at 54.73. And so I think we're going higher after that. Oh, Chow, you're talking about my accounts? I have 12, what do I got? 15 fast tracks, 1 Bulenox, 2 my funded futures, 6 Apex. That's currently what we're working with. And then 4 Topstep X funded accounts. I don't even know how many that is, but it's too many, to be honest. I don't like having that many. But we'll manage them as we can. I don't know that I'm going to trade them all at once, to be honest. Obviously, I can't trade the Topstep X's all at once, but as far as the fast tracks, I haven't even traded the 12 new ones that I bought yet. So, you signed up for Apex trading this morning with 50K account with a one-day eval, just hit the 3K target. Let's go. Awesome job, Led. This thing is just being dirty down here at the once it's getting towards just that a wick here. Like I said, I would be shocked if we don't take out the 19K. Just shocked. Of course, I said that yesterday, and we ended up getting a clean higher low with an inverse out of it that went like 200 points. But this is a little bit of a different scenario. The only way I think this doesn't get ran is if the ES runs the 4850 and Nasdaq for some reason doesn't go down 20 more points, which would be shocking. I don't see how it doesn't. Oh, they don't allow Chinese to use them? Really, Chow? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Chow, I don't know why. When you just said that, I just thought about Mr. Chow from Hangover. I just realized your name, Chow, and Mr. Chow from Hangover. That was his name, right? In Hangover? 52 is Asia low. Yeah, it is struggling at that area for sure. See, I don't think the ES even needs to take it for us to take it. So, market wasn't behaving in the last 2 days with the IB. Yesterday's IB played, but the problem with it was the close above was only a few points. So it did wick above like 7, and it closed above at like 2 or 3. And it retested it immediately and went. So it would have been one of those ones where I don't know that I would have even taken it. I'm not sure that I would have taken it there. All right, we should get something going here. I think we run right through there. Let's see. Come on. And then the day before, I didn't even look at it, so I don't know. This is ugly. This is ugly right here at this 19K level. Struggling. ES almost got there. It pushed back down to the 50. Here's the new opening hour candle here. All right, there goes the ES down to the 50 again. Looks like it's going to rerun it. You went for 10 points betting on the IB break instead of the retrace. Oh, let's go. Yeah, that was the way to play it, looked like. Yeah? Mabby's talking to me. All right, ES is about to run that data low, so if we don't hit this, I would be shocked. But if we get the ES, if the ES runs through there and we don't, this could get interesting. Yeah, that happened to me, Andy, too. I was a little, look at that, guys. ES didn't run it yet either. Look at this. This has to hold. This has to hold here. Yeah, Andy, I was up on my Topstep X accounts too, and then it like the CPI, I don't know why, but somehow didn't do anything. Oh, OBS is disconnecting. See if it reconnects. All right, I don't know if OBS is reconnected here. Did it? All right, looks like it did. We're still here. We're still here. So, yeah, you kind of want to see this gap hold here. If this doesn't hold, that's trouble for us to get to the data lows. But the fact that ES hasn't taken it out either kind of gives me confidence it probably will. Frank, I'm on the 30-second because the outline of the trade that we were outlining earlier, that short on this pushback up occurred on the 30-second chart, so that's why I'm on the 30-second chart. That's the reason why. And also, price action is not really that clean. We're not leaving a whole lot of gaps, so 30-second chart's kind of fine. So far, this is holding. So far. It does feel odd that we come so close to that 19K level and we didn't make it. So close. I can go to the 1 minute, though. It doesn't really matter. Still got the same kind of setup here on the 1 minute. All right. This is not a good look if this closes above. All right. Didn't close above, so. Yeah, that's my baby Chow. He's in the background. He's over there talking. He's over there having a good time laughing. We had to check the trash this morning. He threw some of his clothes away yesterday. Dollar Vixen NQ are down, says Zenna. Let's go. You found the new version on Discord with the ATM strategy. Oh, let's go. Oh, you're talking about, Room. What's up, Room? All right, now we're looking like the elevator's incoming. Let's see. ES reapproaching the 52. Just trying to play difficult here. I think after the sweep of the 19Ks, probably makes sense to look for longs. No, Greg, I'm on vacation. I'm in Orange Beach, Alabama, on vacation. So I'm just streaming out in the. We're streaming out in the kitchen area, dining area, whatever. So. Just streaming 1 hour per day, getting my 10 points and going. We've already got our 10 points, so look at this green boner candle here. Wow. I'm going to be shocked if this 19K doesn't run. It may just be giving you another opportunity to get back in, but I don't think it – I mean, I don't think it makes any sense to take any longs until this is ran or we get an SMT with the ES. Too close to the sell side. very, very close to the sell side. I mean, this is not obvious anyway. I don't know that this is a day where we move lower. So I don't know that, like, if IB set and we got an IBL play, I don't know that I'd take it today. I don't know that I'd take it. I mean, I guess we still could move lower. I don't know. I'm not sure. I still lean towards us moving back to the upside because ES never took out those data highs after we get a little sweep of the 19K level. Now, if the ES sweeps that 48, then I would start looking for longs. That would be a different story if we get a little SMT right there with the ES. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Guys, if you are wanting to support the channel, we do have the links and coupon codes down below. 80% off APEX is going to end today. 83% off Bulenox will end today. Looks like Bulenox is going to go to a 73% off sale. I have no idea what APEX will do. $76 all in on my funded futures is still a thing. 50% off of Take Profit Trader. And Fast Track Trading, buy 5, get 1 free with 30% off. $626 all in for 6 funded accounts. Comes out to about $105 per account. Really good price for the Fast Track Trading accounts there. So, what up, Bobber? All right, this should hit here. This should not stop. Let's go, GG. Appreciate you. You the man. Thank you. Let's go. Let's see that quick run through the 19,000s. I don't think we're going to displace below the 19,000. I expect it to be like a wick. That's what I expect. Maybe wait. Like if you want to go for a higher probability long, then maybe wait for another manipulation leg lower, or wait for some sort of SMT here with the ES. That's kind of what I would be looking for. So a sweep of the 19K with maybe a manipulation leg lower setting up an SMT. So maybe not taking the first inverse unless there's an SMT there. Or you could wait for something like this, you know, higher low, and then go. Ultimately, I think we go up today. That's my lean overall. So we'll see. Yes, pushed all the way down there to 40. What is that? 49 and a quarter. The data lows at 48.50, and now it's bouncing. So, like I said, that'd be the only way I'd take a long out of this. Is if ES hits first and Nasdaq does not. You get some sort of clean higher low or something like that. There's 150 contracts waiting at 19K. Yeah, that's why I think it might just wick it. I think a wick. I don't think we're going to get a lot of displacement below it. I could be wrong about that, but I'm thinking it's just going to be a spike right through it and then a bounce, clean bounce out. You could soup this level maybe. Anybody plan on souping the 19K, where you just take the long at the sweep of the 19K? Probably would be a cheap trade, right? If it hits 95. And it gets back above 19K, you could just long it there and put your stop below the 95. It's not necessarily a play I normally take, but I mean, I think in this scenario it kind of makes sense. I think this would be a decent soup play, especially like how slow we're moving towards this area. And the fact that the ES left its data high up there, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I'm not going to do it, but you could. If you're a soup trader. Wow, we still have just not hit. ES is just fighting. It's just battling that level. Just cannot get through there. Cannot get through there. Trading for Science. I'm not as far as I know. I'm logged in. Let me make sure I'm still connected. I am, yeah, connected. Oh, really? Look at there, guys. 2 points away. It's gonna spike. Probably bouncing off all those contracts Enna was talking about. There we go. So like I expect 95. So it got to 93. So like if you're going to be a soup trader long here, and you just put your stop at the low, if you're a soup trader, and just see if this thing rips back into the 40s. It might. Now the only thing I will say is the ES did not run the low here, so I don't know if this works. If this soup type play would work since ES did not sweep the data low, but Nasdaq did. But if you're a soup trader, then hey, that might be your thing. Not something I do. I kind of feel like it still goes a little bit lower now since the ES did not sweep it. ES double bottomed right there at it. Did it tick it? Not quite. Okay. Now the ES took it. So now maybe you can look for a long out of here. Really didn't expect it to run that much lower. It's down into the 70s. 25 points below it now. The ES should kind of hold this area unless it wants to retest 42. Yeah, ES kind of moving below there now, 47s. Maybe we are going to continue lower. Interesting. Maybe we are. I think if you get a long setup out of here, it wouldn't be so bad. It would be actually kind of nice. Probably have to take it on like the 2 minute. Yeah, 2 minute looks the cleanest for now. Really big stop though. It's the only problem. The ES may want to retest 38.42 level directly here. We'll see. Looking to the left there. I mean, really would expect this to move back up. Just hasn't done it yet. Oh, you wait for IB. Nothing wrong with that, Jan. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I think I like a long IB play today better than a short, but that's just a feeling I have. But could be completely wrong. Looking like it wants to trade down to the 52. Mavi says, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I am here. IBL's not set yet, midnight. So you see this blue line here. It'll be set in 16 minutes. So the blue line's the low. The red line's the high. It's not set yet until 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So not set yet. My lean is that we come back to the highs. Now, I don't know how low we can go. I didn't think we would really displace that much below the data low, and we are. So I don't know. Anything can still happen. I think like this right here looks pretty strong. If you get this right here, the stop is too big. But if you get this right here, I mean, it's going to be a 1-to-1 risk to reward, but I think you can just to your break-even spot. But if you get this, then I think there's a strong possibility we push back to the highs here. Nice, get a couple of momentum candles, close above. Target the 55 for your break-even stop, and then maybe the highs above that. I like a long play out of this. We like a long play. That's going to do it for me, guys. Again, I'm on vacation, so 1 hour stream today. We did make $200 within the first minute of the market open. $200 times 11 accounts. I will be going ahead and taking a payout. I think I'm going to lock this account down. We're up $1,200 on it. And we are up We're up $1,090 on this one. I might go ahead and lock those 2 accounts down and just take out the $2,000, maybe. But so anyways, $200 times 11 accounts, whatever that is, $2,200 on the day. It's time to go have a good time. So we're going to get out of here. If you guys are trading the rest of the day, again, my idea is I would be leaning longs out of this area. Maybe wait for an SMT if you can get one. If not, then I think a nice momentum move through this fair value gap will yield quite a nice trade if you get it. But we'll see you guys tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Once again, Apex 80% off is going to be ending today. Bulenox 83% off will be ending today as well. So if you want to support the channel, hit those codes, hit those links, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.